Hey y'all. Well, welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. And are y'all ready for another good episode? Look, I don't know what's going on. I'm taping the episodes. I am scheduling them for 1 o'clock p.m. and they are coming on at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm so very sorry if you are not getting the notifications. It's not on me. Okay. I did post it for it to post today, which will be yesterday when you get this. So we're going to try again today. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So I want you to get involved. I want you to ask questions. I want you to leave your comments and subscribe to my channel because we be having a good time. Share this with your friends. Tell my girl, you got to listen to this girl. She is crazy because we have a good time. And I want y'all to get in the comments. I want y'all to get in the chat because I got questions and I need help. One thing I need help with for sure is should I let this gray hair come out? As y'all can see, look, it's really, really white. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Because I don't have the patience to wait for that all to come out because I don't want to cut my hair. It has grown really long. As y'all know, I did the big chop a few years ago and my hair is finally starting to grow back. And when I did the big chop, instead of going platinum, I should have just let the gray hair stay. But, I'm a hairstylist and I'm a fancy pants and I want to be cute. So that's what I got. So, without further ado, let's get this party going. So, our cocktail for conversation today is a Midori sour. And how I made it was I did 1 ounce of Midori, 1 ounce of vodka, a half an ounce of lemon juice, a half an ounce of lime juice, and then you can top it off with some club soda or some Sprite. And I use that dirty peach seltzer that I have because I can't do nothing with that. I just need it for the zing. I just need it for the sparkle. And I didn't shake it. I stirred it. And I threw me a couple of cherries in there. And I have not tasted it. So we gonna taste that bad boy together. Here we go. Let's hope that it's good. Oh my God. I ain't missing. Well, yeah, that's good. You know what it could have done without? It could have did without that peach, probably like a Sprite or like a club soda, but it's good. Got my cherries in the bottom. Now I don't know why I be putting these cherries in there because guess what? I end up pouring them down the sink and through the garbage disposal. I never even eat them. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a little tart. I probably should have put some simple syrup in there. I don't like my drinks too sweet, and I don't like them too tart. But that probably could have took some simple syrup or an orange liqueur. So after the show, I'm going to add it and I'll tell y'all tomorrow if it was good with that. All right. So let's get it. So as y'all can see, I told y'all I was going to wear that makeup that was too dark for me. Y'all tell me what y'all think. It is a little dark. It's darker than me. It's pretty. It's okay. And I'm going to tell you what I like and I don't like. The shade, this is my normal shade. This is Fenty Filter Pro. This is my shade. I can't even see the numbers. I think it's 345. Okay, that's my shade. I bought this Maybelline Lumimatte foundation. This is a 350. I thought it was the same. It's not. You can see it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to take this in the store today because I like the way this feels. I like the way it applied. I like the way it makes the skin look. I like everything about it. I can't believe it. I might have to put this down for this. I'm saying this. This is coming out my own mouth because I've been rocking with this for a long time. But this right here, now, before I got that, when I bought this, I also bought this super stay. Now, this looks kind of cakey. And if you're trying to contour, this ain't the one. It don't do good. But if you kind of want to just hit the streets, want to go out, put on something with some lip gloss and some lashes, not really a makeup look, this might be the one. This Maybelline Superstay. 24 hours, that's what they say. They say this one is 30 hours. That's what they say. But what I do know to be true and real is this L'Oreal Infallible. After you put your makeup on, I bought all this ish myself. Well, my sister gave me this, but I had a hard time taking my makeup off with this one right here, okay? And the most embarrassing thing is when you go up to hug somebody and you get your makeup on their clothes, or you rub up against something and you get your makeup on your own clothes. You really don't want, especially if you trying to flirt, you don't want your makeup all over him. So this right here, I threw the water on my face, y'all, and my makeup still was on. It's like a hairspray for makeup. Winner, chicken dinner, okay? So look, I want to tell y'all something. This is my very first book. I'm so very proud of it. Now, you can tell it's my first book. It's just like 2 big paragraphs per page. Like nothing's broke up. Story's still good though. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all want a good read, it's a true story, fiction, nonfiction. It's on Amazon. It's called Written in the Stars. It's about me when I was a teenager to an adult. And instead of making my sister, my little sister, I made her my twin, and I made us come from a wealthy family instead of being poor. And I added some stuff in that ain't real, but it's some stories in there that you can be like, did that happen for real, or did she just make that up? And if you get the book, and you read it, when you get the book and you read it, you can come back and say, did this, because I don't care if you tell, this book been out since, 2023. Let's just go and spill the tea. Spill it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This one right here, y'all get y'all cameras out. Get ready. Is this the right one? Oh, this ain't the right one. Okay, this is not the right one. I'll pull the right one up tomorrow and I'll show it to you. Because in the back of the book, it's a QR code, and that's the soundtrack to the book. Y'all want to get that soundtrack. My sister Montina did that for me. It's a bust down. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all, I can't do it. All right. But I just needed a wig break. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people wear wigs every single day. I just don't see how y'all do it. I appreciate it because I'm gonna have it back on, I think, for the resurrection. But speaking of the resurrection, baby, let's go and get into it. These people of a other color, baby, they having church. Check this out.
Look at her. Get it, mama. She ready. Okay, what's this?
Sound like more abundance.
Y'all better give it. Okay. Come on. Yeah. You better have an ear. You did that.
Baby, when I tell you they was having them some good old church, they was singing, who taught them the gospel, okay? And I think, they always say that we talk back to the pastor. You better preach. When my pastor be preaching, I say, you better preach, but they say white people don't talk in church. Once you let that Holy Ghost get in, that Holy Spirit get in, you better tell them when they talking the truth. You better preach. And when we singing, I'm saying we, because I'm in the choir too. Y'all let us know if y'all feel it. Y'all let us know, because y'all good for pumping up people who can't sing. Okay, let's talk about that. So you have people that sing in the choir and they're like, oh, you really blessed us today. And then them same people grow up thinking they can sing. They really can't. And they go to the club and try to do open mic. And the people just be looking at them like they're crazy. Oh, because you ain't in church. We need to start being more real in church. When it ain't right, it ain't right. Okay. Do not set these people up for failure. That's what the word is for, is to be truthful, honest, and real. Okay? We're supposed to be ministering to the people in all ways, including don't lie to them. If I do bad on my solo, first of all, when I do bad on a solo, I already know. I wasn't ready for it. I already know that it was out my range, or I'm suffering from some kind of congestion. I already know. So you ain't got to tell me, and you ain't got to lie to me and tell me, oh, girl, you sure did bless me today, because I know when the anointing is up and on the way, and I know when I'm struggling to save the day. Okay. And sometimes when I'm feeling bad and I go into, Lord, just you sing through me, Lord. You sing through me. Don't let it be me, Lord. Let it be you. I sing better than when I'm healthy, but I know when I don't sound good. So y'all quit lying to these people and take off that turtleneck. Come on, I'm gonna need y'all to quit. Okay. All right, up next. I came ready today, baby. I came ready. There was a school shooting, March 30th, in someplace in Texas outside of San Antonio. And my heart goes out. There was a teacher that was shot, and then the young man who was 15, he shot himself. But here's my thing. You know, we in our community, Black people, we always say that when it's us that did the crime, our faces are plastered all over the screen. When it's somebody else, we never see them. And that's how we know what color they are. That's how we know, because they never show them. They never show, like, if it's somebody, if we're going to say white, they never show them, because it's a form of protection for them. But let it be somebody in our community, or let it be somebody Black, or let it be somebody Mexican, or anybody else, the face is going to be plastered all over the screen. And I think it's only fair that we be treated the same. If you did it, show it. Okay. Say it with me, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Y'all know where I got that from? What was that cartoon? God, dog, I can't think. Dang it was a cartoon. It was a dope cartoon that used to come on. And that's where I got that from. Okay. Comedian D-Lay faints on an airplane. Just take a look. Okay. His story is different from mine, but take a look.
We're in Dallas.
Okay.
I'm drinking shots of Jack Daniels. I'm drinking shots of Hennessy. Like I'm wilding. And when I get on the plane, I'm like, something ain't right. I'm sweating. All around, I'm just sweating. I was like, God damn. Plane take off. I was like, man, this is bad. This is real bad. So I go in the bathroom. I take off all my clothes. I take everything off. Everything. Nigga, socks, shoes, drawers, everything. I just threw that motherfucker against the wall. I get myself together. I put my clothes back on. When I walk outside, I felt, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to faint. I took one step and I just crashed to the floor. I fell. I'm out, but I could hear everything.
Gotcha.
I could hear everything. I just can't respond. And luckily when I fainted like right next to a doctor. It was a doctor, right? And I could feel him like touching me, and I could feel them. They're over me. I could feel it, like, and he was like, "Oh no, we gotta get this plane down. are we gonna lose him? Pilot comes on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have to turn the plane around. Unfortunately, we have an emergency aboard. We have to take this plane back to Dallas, Fort Worth. And I heard a nigga say, oh man, this nigga. I could hear it. I heard a nigga say that. Oh man, this nigga ain't nothing wrong with him. Niggas just can't handle his liquor. Plane lands. Like when it landed, these niggas ain't trying to strap me down or nothing. I'm just laid out on the plane. Just laid out. They just avoided all training. Now all they training out the window. When I hit the ground, then I woke up. I was like, I don't feel like myself. They was like, stay down there. Just stay there. I was like, stay down. They have the EMTs come on. They wheel me out of there, right? And I see, as I'm rolling by, I see Big E. Big E, you know, he mad to the motherfucker because he owns a pool hall. And he got to get back to L.A. to go open his pool hall. So on my way out, I'm on the little girl, right? And I looked at Big E. I was like, hey, you know, you see niggas do this on TV. I was like, yeah. He said, man, what the fuck wrong with you? What the fuck wrong with you? He cussed me. I could have died. They take me to the hospital. So the doctor come in. He was like, we figured it out. I was like, oh, man. I knew it. I got a heart problem. I drink too much. It's my heart. What is it? He was like, you dehydrated. I was like, nigga, that's it? He's like, yeah, you just got to get you some Gatorade, man. We gave you some IVs. Get you back going again. I was like, oh, damn. Bill calls me. Hey, man, you all right? I said, yeah, man, I'm about to come back right now. I was like, where y'all at? He said, we're at the airport. I was like, y'all ain't left yet? He said, no, we ain't left. I said, they rebooked me on another flight. He was like, all right, well, shit, I'll just see you when you get back to L.A. All right, cool. I get back to the airport. I'm boarding the flight, and I'm like the last one to board the flight. I barely got on. So I go on, and I hear moaning. Oh, that's him. They didn't put me back on the same flight with these same people, and these people are hotter than fish grease. They are motherfucking hot. They're like, stone him!
So I could so relate to that. Okay. So they didn't take me off the plane. They didn't land the plane. Me and my friends, we used to go on this trip every year where we went to Cancun or whether we went to the Dominican Republic. We all took a girls' trip to another country. And we were on our way to Cancun. And this is when I had anemia really bad. Oh, the cartoon was South Park. I knew it was going to come to me. And, we were going to Cancun for our girls' trip, and I had anemia. I was anemic. I had anemia really, really bad. And we were in the air, and I started feeling like nauseous. And then I started breaking out into this cold sweat. And I said, y'all, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Well, what they didn't know is that while I was standing there waiting on the bathroom, I collapsed. I fainted and I collapsed. You think they landed that plane? We was on Aero Mexico, baby. They was going to take us on to Mexico with me on the ground. They was talking in Spanish. They thought I was Spanish. I said, no, I'm not Spanish. They said, are you a diabetic? The doctor was on the plane. He was like, are you a diabetic? I said, no, I just got really queasy. And it's like, what do you need? I said, can you just give me a Sprite? They gave me a Sprite. I sat down there for a while. I used the bathroom. When I came, my friends were like, you was gone a long time? I said, yeah, because I fainted. It's like I fainted on the plane. That was the scariest thing ever because you're thousands and thousands of feet in the air. And I'm telling you, the difference between his flight from Dallas to LA and my flight to Mexico, the Mexico was like, we going on. So I hope you all right. And I'm just glad I got it together because I couldn't be sick in Mexico. But when I got back home, and if you don't feel well, go see your doctor. So I got back home, I went to the doctor, and my doctor told me, if you don't go to Walgreens right now and get you some iron, and she gave me the highest dosage. She said, and you take it now. She said, I don't see how you're standing. Your heart can stop. And I was like, oh, dang, I ain't know. Because at that time, I was still on my cycle, which I still have one now. It's just not like that anymore. But I'm like, the flow was heavy. I'm trying to keep it clean. The flow was heavy. So I was like, ooh, God be with me and God be the glory. All right, what's up next? Because we had 15 good minutes. Ooh, I am here for it. Ruth Chris has enforced a dress code. Now, look, sometimes people I don't want to say us because it ain't just us, be doing too much. They be doing the most. First of all, I want to go someplace sometimes where I got to get snazzy and get dressed up. Second of all, we need to put some clothes on. And I'm not just saying that because it be some girls out there, my size full, naked as hell too, cheeks out, boobies out, everything out. Don't nobody want to see all that. Put some damn clothes on. That's why these restaurants and these places, and learn how to act in public. That's why they enforcing all this stuff, because people don't know how to act. You put some clothes on. It don't hurt. Let me get my drink. Put some damn clothes on. Ooh. Oh, y'all. It's so good, but this could have used a little simple syrup. And I think it could have used a little simple syrup because the Midori is kind of sweet, but that lemon and lime juice gave it a little simple syrup or a little orange liqueur would have set this thing off right. And I'm going to put some in there after the show, and I'm going to let y'all know tomorrow. But it's real refreshing. Woo. Woo, woo. Oh, that's so good. All right. Now, my last and final TikTok find of the day is the unknown divorce. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to get back to you and see how I know how it can happen.
I've had cases where individuals have been divorced and didn't even know because their spouse wrongfully filed a divorce via publication without telling the other party.
So what happens with that? Can you undo it?
You can seek to undo the divorce, but it's up to the court. But if you have sufficient evidence to show that the individual, now the case that I had, the party, they were actually still living together at the time when the divorce was entered.
So I can see how people can get divorced from their spouse without their spouse knowing. Because when I filed for divorce from my husband, we didn't have no whole lot to split, right? So I did it myself. I had a girlfriend of mine help me with the paperwork. And what you do is you get the petition, you download that. Oh, I don't know if I could be giving this information online. So consult your attorney and don't follow me, but this is what I did, okay? I went online to divorce.com and I downloaded and printed out the petition. Then I also downloaded and printed the waiver. And I had my ex-husband sign the waiver, but I didn't know that the petition and the waiver could not be admitted the same day. So I went all the way downtown. I filed the waiver. I filed the petition, but I couldn't file the waiver. So I had to have him sign it, and we had it notarized all over again. He signed the waiver. We got it notarized or whatever. But people who are committing crimes or they don't want to be married no more, I could see how they do it. Most people don't read, okay? And y'all know I burp when I drink. And I ain't trying to burp in y'all ear. So, if they just sign on the dotted line, in the waiver, you could write whatever you want in the waiver. I want the kids, I want the house, I want the this, I want the that. And if they sign that waiver, they cannot contest it in court. They don't even have to show up in court. Only you have to show up in court. And I bet you anything, this person that divorced his wife and they were still living together, that's what he did. He filed the petition first, then he went back and he filed the waiver and he forged her name. That's how he did it. And it didn't look fishy, And that's how he got away with it. Yep. Now that's some good old jail time. Forgery is some good old jail time. But yes, that's how you get away with the divorce. Let me tell y'all something. I am too pretty for jail time. I'm not one of them people that snitch, but I'm not finna go to jail for you either. So that's why my husband, he was like, I want a divorce. I said, are you sure? And I said, well, I take care of it. Don't worry, I got it. I paid for my freedom. I paid for my freedom. Now, we're good friends now. We don't communicate like that because I have a respect for his new wife. But let me tell you something. You can't keep threatening me with a good time because I'm going to give it to you. And this white hair is really white. Okay, let me ask y'all a question before I go because we had 21 minutes. Should I go ahead and let this, because that gray is really white and really pretty. That's going to take some years though, y'all, because I can't strip this color off. I'm not finna damage my hair. What I may do is go in here and put some gray pieces and let the thing blend and then see if I want to keep it or not. I may do that for Easter. What y'all think? Y'all let me know. Put it down in the chat. All right, that's it. That's all. I love y'all. Y'all see I got my martini pajamas on again because I'm going to let y'all know if I don't got no sponsorship for pajamas, y'all going to start seeing some repeats because I don't wear pajamas like that, but I do want some new ones, so we will see. Anyway, it's your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. Thank you again for tuning in. Tell a friend, tell a foe, tell everyone you know to watch us every day. And don't forget to watch us on Sundays at 5 o'clock for Silk Sessions After Dark. This is Silk Sessions After Hours Unfiltered. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.